Okay, well, hello there, and welcome back to Secret Neighbor Beta. I think I'm gonna play as the leader this time, although, I want to point out that I do think there are some changes that could be made to the Brave, which is my favorite class, but, not really because they are good or anything, more because I just like how they look. Also, I meant to switch to the clown neighbor, but that's alright. I can do that another time. I also could have maybe set it to less keys and changed the time or done anything differently from last time, but that's fine. Excuse me. Yeah, so the Brave only has one ability, and I feel like it's not a bad ability, but it's not the greatest ability either. Oh wow. So I just kind of feel like, whoops. I just kind of feel like it'd be good if they had just one more ability of some sort. I don't really know what it would be, but it would be nice if they had something else. Anyway, I picked the leader because the leader is another class that I feel like could use some changes, because she's just kind of weak. She's just not a very good class. I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. I'm sorry about that. Not a very good class. She has this run ability, which seems good, but it's not. Because I mean it can be helpful at times, but like it can affect the neighbor too if the neighbor is currently in child form, which, you know, you can't make it not work that way, because if it didn't affect the neighbor when they were in child form, then it'd be a dead giveaway that that kid is actually the neighbor. So, you know, it makes sense that it works that way, but it also just inherently makes it not as good of an ability, which is just unfortunate. So I don't exactly know how to fix the leader to make her better. One idea I had was to give her a bike that one other kid could ride on with her, and she could then, like, just punch them off the bike at any time if she decided she didn't want them on it anymore, but I realized that doesn't make much sense. Why would you ride a bicycle in a house? It makes sense for outside, but not for inside, so yeah, not the greatest idea there. But something to improve the leader would be greatly appreciated. I know that she does have this, she has this other ability that you charge up somehow, and I should have checked to see how that works, because I don't actually know. Maybe it's something that's actually pretty good, but I just kind of doubt that it is. I doubt that it makes up for her run ability being so bad anyway, because, yeah. Anyway, another class that I kind of feel could use some work is the detective, actually, because the detective just is essentially a detective for finding keys, which is cool, but doesn't really make that much sense. Like, you'd expect the detective to be a guy who's trying to determine the identity of the neighbor, right? And that's not what he does. So I was trying to think of ways for him to actually do that, and I was like, well, maybe maybe he could, like, see footprint trails of everybody, and so that would just, generally speaking, help him follow people. And he could also maybe have the ability to turn invisible briefly, and that would be on, like, a cooldown, sort of like this, this run ability. There we are. Because, yeah, you can see now that the run ability is on cooldown, if you look in the bottom left. So I was thinking changing up the detective a bit to make him more like that would be cool. And obviously, you know, the abilities that the detective does have are cool, so it wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't want to just get rid of them. I would just want to move them to a different class. And I did actually come up with another class. I don't know if you would call it just like, you might just call it like the key finder, honestly, but you could also call it the seer, maybe, and it would be like this kid who has like this special pair of binocular shaped goggles that they can wear that allow them to just really quickly scan an entire room for keys, and it blots out everything except for keys, so you can see through, you know, shelves like this and stuff, but not walls. Because then that would be OP, then you could scan the entire fucking house instantly. That would be a little insane. So, yeah, that's one of the classes that I came up with, and, whoops, I can't remember what key types I need right now, but so I'm just going to take this back real quick and see if it works or not. Oh, wait, where am I exactly? Hold on, I think this is the quickest way to get back up there. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh wow, I only need orange keys right now. Okay. I'm gonna go up to the attic and the roof area because I haven't been up there at all yet. I don't know why I grabbed that. I don't need it. But oh, what was I talking about? Oh shoot, I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh right. Oh, so you'd give the detective's ability of taking a picture of where the key is to this key finder / seer class, along with their goggles, or well, I don't know. That might be kind of OP actually. Maybe instead just give them like the detective's other ability, which is like once you've collected. I don't need that kind of key. Once you've collected enough keys, once you collect 2 keys, you get to see the outline of another one for free. Except, I keep going back and forth about what I'm saying here. Again, wrong type of key. But, except it wouldn't just outline another key for you for free, because that would just be kind of the same thing again, but just kind of the same thing again, period, actually. There we go. Well, that's the last key I need, I think, but I still have several minutes to spare, so I'm just gonna walk around in the attic a little bit, just because I haven't been up here yet. Last video, there was a key sitting right here, and I didn't see it. Ah, that was great. Anyway, so yeah, so as I was saying, it would be, like, once you find 2 keys, then you get to print a picture, or you unlock the ability to print pictures whenever you want, just like the detective. I really want to make sure that there are no keys up here this time, since I missed one last time. Is this a thing that you can climb? No? Okay. But yeah, so that would be... Oh, there's a gun here. So that would be like the seer / key finder class. I think that'd be pretty cool. Kind of similar to the detective, but also then you could change the detective to be something else that makes a little more sense and actually sounds like a detective, so... I want this flashlight. Okay, I have it. Good. Right, so other classes could be like... There could be a spy who, like, basically has a bunch of neighborish abilities, like using the clock gates, which I know the inventor can already do after a certain point. There's like some prerequisite allows him out. So basement again, we get to look at it with a flashlight this time, which is nice. Yeah, this door is just I guess this is always here. I still have no clue what it does, but yeah, there's nothing down here. This is very empty and boring. Like, where's the kid that you're supposedly trying to rescue, you know? Why isn't he down here? Why? I don't know, but anyway, I guess I'm just gonna run around aimlessly for the next 4 minutes, still talking about new class ideas and stuff like that. Actually, one thing I wanted to mention that I realized I didn't really clarify in the last video very well was that the whole gold system... Wow, they all squeaked. That's lovely. The whole... What do these things do? Anyway, the whole gold system would be like, you could actually find gold in the house, in shelves and stuff, just like keys, except it's way more common. And then you could use the gold to unlock extra cosmetics. I think that would be really nice if you could have that in the game. That'd be cool. But yeah, another class that I was thinking of would be the spy, which would be like... That's lovely. Which would be like, you know, does neighbor things. He can access the sonar room and use the sonar, and he can use the clock gates. Yeah, I think that would be a cool class. Because, yeah, normally only the neighbor can use these, except for the inventor sometimes. I wish I hadn't found all the keys already, because that gives me something to do while I'm talking, but... I mean, I guess is it possible to just quit the... Not really. There's no... button set aside for it anyway. But yeah. So the spy would be cool. Another cool class, I think, would be like the jock. It would be a character who can throw items like straight forward. It doesn't have an arc, they just go straight forward until they hit something, like firing a gun. So it's like way faster, straight line, and it deals extra damage. It still doesn't deal as much damage as a gun, but you know, like maybe two hits from an items thrown by the jock would like take out the neighbor or down the kid, or you know, whatever. And then also, since that's not like a huge thing or anything, maybe also make it so that when the neighbor grabs the jock, he's like totally rooted in place, because the jock is just that heavy or something, you know. Also, a little fun Easter egg. This is a Speedrunners candy bar. I don't know why that is. I don't know if TinyBuild also made Speedrunners, or somebody involved in this game was involved with Speedrunners. I don't know why that is a thing, but it is. It's kind of funny. Yeah. So the jock is a class idea that I've had. Another one would be like the jetpacker, which is essentially just a kid with a double jump. And the explanation for that is that he has the jetpack, and it would actually function like a jetpack too, so he could like totally negate fall damage with it by using it just before he lands. Oh yeah, this key that I left here. Okay. Didn't I find a gun somewhere and then I just like didn't pick it up? I may have not even mentioned that I think it was in the attic. I found a gun and just didn't even acknowledge it. Maybe I did, but I don't remember. I didn't pick it up, certainly. I wonder... This could be sort of a hiding spot, I guess. But yeah, the jetpacker could be a thing. Just double jump kid, essentially. There's some other class ideas that I came up with. I think there were more. Maybe? Oh, right, there was like the hijacker, who would just be like a kid who could break through barred windows and like that window right there, you can see it has bars across it, so he'd be able to cut through those, and he'd be able to dismantle the clocks so that those would grammar error again, yay. Dismantle the clocks so that those gates would just be stuck either open or closed, depending on whatever they already were. You know, whatever position they were in, he would just make them be stuck there. And he'd also be able to break through blocked doorways. You know, sometimes they're bricked off. You could break through those. Now, it would take some time, obviously. As well as with, you know, like knocking down a door. That's a thing that you can do in this game. You can lock doors somehow. I'm not quite sure how you do that. But you can lock them and then you can break them down by like holding E on them for a little while. So he'd be able to do that with like bricked off doorways and the barred windows. I just wanted to check real quick. What is this ability exactly? Teamwork quest. Inspire 25 children and get the ability to dazzle neighbor within 4 meters radius with Inspire skill. So, yeah. You have to use this on 25 children. In other words, on children 25 times, because obviously there's never going to be 25 children, individual children in a match, but, and get the ability to dazzle neighbor. Yeah, that's, like, not going to happen very often yet. The leader is really bad. They need to buff her. Next time, if I do another of these, I will use the clown. What is this? Dazzles a child which has escaped from the neighbor's hands. Oh. Okay. Alright, well anyway, there are probably more things I could talk about, but I'll do that another time. So, bye.